Hello everyone, I am Third Mario Brother, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario 3D World. In the last episode, we finished the game. In this episode, why are we playing the game if we finished it? Well, as I've mentioned numerous times, there are special worlds in this game, and as we saw at the very end of the last episode, these Sprixies have been conspiring to do something here in World 1, and it looks like they built us a nice rocket ship. Aw, how nice of you. I wonder how much money this took to create, or perhaps it's just forged with magic. Anyway, regardless, let's go ahead and hop in it and see if we can find a new planet or something. I really have no idea what we're doing here, but I assume this takes us to the special worlds that are rumored to exist. So, let's hop in the rocket ship and see where it takes us. Well, okay, it takes us straight up to space, and we have star bits floating around. A new world has opened! You don't say, man. I never would have guessed, but we have star bits floating around on the, like, underneath here. That's really cool. But anyway, welcome to World Star, I guess, or World 9, I suppose it would be. And let's go ahead and get started with World Star 1 or 9-1, Rainbow Run. And oh my gosh, please tell me this is Rainbow Road, but Super Mario 3D World style, because I would appreciate that infinitely. No, it doesn't look like it. I'm sure we'll have another kart-themed track in the future, but whoa, already almost died. But it looks like we're playing as Luigi here on Rainbow Run, which seems a little bit weird because Luigi is a character that is a little bit slippery, and for something like this, which seems to be modeled a little bit after Rainbow Road, can I get these guys in combo? Nope. Nope. I can lose my mushroom in trying to do so, though. But if you kill all of them, you get rewarded. Teaching children to murder animals for money. Just kidding, kids. You should never, ever do that. Not even say things jocularly like I do. I am a bad influence on children, I admit it. But, that was mostly a joke. But anyway, Luigi's a little bit slippery, and for a level like this, especially when I assume the difficulty is going to be ramping up because we're in the special world now, having him might be a little bit burdensome, but nonetheless, we will use him because he saved the day in the last episode, so we owe him a little bit of fun, don't we? Is that Plessy? That's Plessy. Oh my god, it's Plessy. Hi, I've missed you. It's been like 2 whole days since I played a level with you. How am I ever to cope with such a dearth of Plessiness? And unfortunately, we don't get the fun little castle secret slide music with this time with Plessy, and it looks like your segment's... Oh, I thought your segment was already going to be... Oh, it looks like your segment already is over, Plessy. Dang it. I was expecting so much more, but it looks like we have a fire flower here. And let's go ahead and light these torches. The Zelda fan in me is telling me to do just that. So let's go ahead and jump into this cloud and see where it's going to take us. To another one of these light up things. This is not what I think it is it? Oh my god, it is what I think it is. Hold on. Let me get out my stylus, wiggle it across the gamepad for a little while. And guys, the Zelda fan in me might have had the right idea this time around, because it looks like this time we are unveiling not Mario, not Luigi, not any other character from this franchise, but instead Link, the hero of time and the hero of getting smashed by dry bones. But yeah, oh my god, this is so cool. They're crossing franchises all over the place. First that Yoshi's Island Sonic Lost World DLC, now this, except this came out first, like way beforehand actually, and it looks like we missed a green star. Oh man, back to our old ways. I suppose that streak that we quote-unquote started in the last episode couldn't last forever, so we're gonna go ahead and just have to grab the third and final green star instead and come back for the first one in a moment. Oh man, did I ever miss going back into the levels to collect stuff again. Can we get it? Yes, we can. Alright, I was a little bit worried that I was gonna have to get 2 green stars on a second go, but you know what? Like I said last time, I don't really mind going back. Okay, that's the one complaint that I was trying to conjure up last episode in the credits, is the depth perception. Man, this game would benefit from 3D, but yeah, I will be right back. Alright, here we are back at this part. This time, a little bit alive. A little bit alive? Just a little bit. Not too much, you know, everything in moderation, even life itself. But let's go ahead and jump on these guys' brains and continue on with the level. It looks like we've reached the end, and once again, like I said before, we missed... Oh, we get a bunch of coins at the end. That's really cool. You know, I'm coming to... At first, I thought it was kind of pointless getting all these coins. Whoa! Oh boy, that is some number of coins. If only we had, like, a Tanuki suit or 3 other players to grab those with us. But I'm coming to really like those little coin rewards. The whole just the coin jingle itself is feeling... It feels really It gives me a sense of satisfaction at this point, you know? But there we go, we got ourselves a checkpoint stamp. Not the most exciting thing in the world, but you know what is the most exciting thing in the world? Seeing what the next level is going to be, because I'm really curious about it, and then returning to that level to get a green star. So this level is going to tease us, and it looks really, really cool, if I'm going to be honest. And we're just going to put it off until I get this first green star. So I will be right back. I spied with my little eye from the beginning of the level this little segment up here, and apparently I can't reach it even with a catsuit. But yeah, I saw that at the beginning of the level, and then I had to leave the level to go get a catsuit, unless there's one in here in this level that I was missing somehow. But I kind of doubt that somehow. Okay, we have 2 of these things to deal with this time. That is interesting. Okay, apparently that one's going to be going that way, and oh my gosh, it has a little pixelated Luigi on it. Isn't that cute? But yeah, looks like a catsuit was actually required for this green star, which is kind of weird to me. Although, it's the first time this game has done that, so maybe it's like just exclusively a Star World thing, and whoa, that barely made it, but we managed to get the first and final green star of this level. That sounds kind of weird, but I swear to you it's accurate. Alright, and there we go, having 100% of the first level in World Star, we can move on to the second one, and it does indeed look like they're getting a little bit more unforgiving with the green star position, so maybe that's a trend that'll continue. And oh my god, it's a Luma! This is the Super Galaxy level. I was about to call it the Super Galaxy, but that might be just a little more than redundant. Anyway, welcome to Super Galaxy, and we are going to be playing with our little Luma buddies. I hope they actually make cameos and like, are in the places of where Sprixies would normally be. And we have Super Mario Galaxy music and enemies and like a backdrop and everything. This is absolutely wonderful, and I thought I just died there, but apparently not. What sort of... Oh, I thought it was going to give us a power-up and determine what the power-up of the hour is, and I'm sort of beginning to like that phrase a little bit too much. Maybe I should consider switching it up. And okay, these red platforms and the blue platforms are going to take turns spinning, so we're going to have to... Yeah, we're gonna have to be a little bit careful here, and these dudes, whose names I can never remember, they look like shrooms, though, are, whoa, going to be sticking to the sides of them. Okay, I'm gonna have to just take that hit there, and I'm gonna leave that power-up, or whatever was in that question mark block, off to the side, because it is just simply too dangerous for me to be here right now in this very moment. So, instead, we are going to apparently not be able to grab this green star. Okay, I'm gonna try to do something really tricky here. If I can get onto the corner here, it's still not going to be nearly enough for me to get up. But what if I super jump? Oh, move! Ah! Take it, I was trying to crawl onto the side, but then it ended up sliding. Okay, take 2 of that level. We start off with a mushroom once again, and I just slapped my fingers sassily. That's kind of weird. Can I squish you to death? Yes, I can. Alright. So let's go ahead and jump across that, and it looks like everything turns in the same direction. So as long as we keep that in mind, we should be alright. But that is a little bit difficult to keep in mind, because like this one here, you'd expect, I don't know, everything is supposed to turn kind of uniformly, and it looks like a little bit not so uniform when it turns like that. Anyway, let's go ahead and take care of this guy right off the bat, so that we have a little bit less to worry about as we're working towards this green star over here. And these guys are shooting... Oh boy, that was a bad idea. And I died again. Okay. Need to pay just a little bit more attention to this stuff, but luckily we are so close to the beginning of the level that cuts are probably not necessary at this point. Okay, go ahead and destroy you, squash your hopes and dreams, and alright, let this guy flip over, because he doesn't seem to be posing much of a threat to anybody, so we can allow him to live. I know, I promised I would never take any prisoners, but, you know, just this one I don't think is going to hurt the Empire at all or anything. I have no idea what I'm saying, and I just lost my power-up, but that is alright. So long as we can still take these guys out, we should be okay. I'm going to let that one live for the moment. And our main priority is going to be taking this guy out. Alright. And living here, this guy we don't actually have to take out. We could just jump off the edge and fall to our death. Alright. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm really bad with Luigi's slipperiness and the rotating platforms and keeping track of everything here. So, I'm going to try this one more time. Alright, there we go. We destroyed all 3 of those guys, so now the only challenge left is getting Luigi to stand still on this block so we can grab the first green star of the level. That gave me a little bit more trouble than I thought it would. Oh my gosh, it is a Luma! And oh wow, they look so good in HD. Holy crap. Let's go ahead and get rid of this guy so I can bask in this Luma's glory. Can I jump on your head? I can! And it makes the little Luma noise. Oh my god, that's so cute. Hold on, I'm having a Mario Galaxy fangasm moment. But yeah, that is absolutely awesome. I love it, and we're gonna go ahead and wait for this thing to flip over so we can have a little bit of speed while we're doing this. And yes, I found myself utilizing the camera a little more than normal recently, and we're gonna have to jump anyway, even though we were running the entire time. And whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I feel like I probably should have kept that speed boost, but I realized that there were spaces inside of between these platforms, and I got a little bit scared. Fortunately, it doesn't seem like it's going to make it absolutely impossible for us, just a little bit more difficult. And whoa, had to trust that I wasn't going to slide down there. And hello, Luma, I hope you're not harboring any secrets or anything, because I just flew right past you. And oh my gosh, there are a lot of Lumas. Can I grab these or something? Nope, those are just decorations. It's just another type of wall. Okay, interesting. Let's go up here, because I feel like there's going to be something over here. But there wasn't, just coins upon coins upon coins, which, you know, like I said before, I'm starting to not mind quite as much. Oh boy. Oh, I jumped down at exactly the wrong time, but somehow still managed to live through it. I have no idea how, but I'm going to blame it on skill instead of the luck that it obviously was. But there is an item box, not a item box. I know English, I swear, but only on some days. There's an item box over here, and I wonder what it contains. Hopefully something nice. A coin. All right, whatever. Okay, that's acceptable. I can deal. What is this? It looks like we're gonna have to get up there. Yeah, the stamp of the level's right there, but I honestly have no idea how you're meant to do this. Do you have to, like... That was bad. That was bad. That was bad. Can we live? Yes, we can. All right. I'm gonna have to figure this out somehow. I really have no idea how, though. Is there, like, a hidden box somewhere that I can jump into that's gonna make this a little bit easier? Do I just have to really hurry? Because, things don't look too good for me right here. No, I really have no idea. Oh, I think you're just supposed to use a cat suit. Yeah, that seems to be the case. Is there something here? There's a 1-up. Because you're just supposed to run up this wall and grab the green star on top. Oh, okay. So yeah, it seems like cat suits are indeed the most important item in the game now. They were the best item in the game before, but now they're actually required for some secrets. Which is kind of weird because they're not given out in these levels. And here's a green star over here. I can just go ahead and wait for this to flip over and grab it quite easily. And that, these bombs that these guys shoot, I don't think they actually shot bombs in the Galaxy games unless I'm misremembering. But the bombs that these guys shoot were annoying in trying to get the first green star because they would destroy the box that was necessary for you to go up there and grab it. But it looks like the last green star is down here. So we're going to have to come down here and we're going to have to do this a little bit quick. Is that the Comet Observatory over there? Oh my god. Move. I want to get over there, dude. That's where the party's at. Screw this business. I need to see that stuff. Please tell me we're going to be able to go there. That would be the coolest thing ever. Oh my gosh, Nintendo. My fate, my dreams, my hopes, everything about my character that is worth anything is in your hands. Do we get to go to the Comet Observatory? No, we don't, but hi, Rosalina. How's it going? I'm a little bit shorter since the last time you saw me, but I'm still looking quite dapper, if I do say so myself. Wouldn't you agree? I'll take that little bounce as a nod of agreement. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump and get ourselves the golden flagpole. Unfortunately, we can't go to the Comet Observatory. I thought it'd be cool just to go run around there for 3 minutes, but there we go. Hey, Rosalina, how is it going? Why are you jumping up by the flagpole with us, huh? Doesn't that seem a little bit strange to you guys? Seems a little bit strange to me, but there we go. We've cleared that course. Gotten 3 green stars, and... Okay, we unlock the next level. Is there anything else, game? You can now play as a new character, Rosalina. Yeah, if the tone in my voice didn't give it away. That is the secret character in Super Mario 3D World. We get to play as Rosalina, which is so cool. As soon as we got to World Star, I knew that we were going to get the character in this world. I just had no idea when. I thought it was going to be at the end of the world, but no. We get to play as Rosalina, so why don't we give her a shot for a couple levels? But first, I accidentally went back into the Galaxy, even though I have to go get a catsuit to be able to continue. So I'll be right back when I get that catsuit and that stamp. Alright, and for any of those of you who forgot how a catsuit works, you just climb up to the top like that, and that's how you get the stamp of that level. Alright, and the stamp that time is Miss Rosalina reading to the Lumas. Oh my gosh, the references, the throwbacks, the everything. I love this so much. Anyway, I have not yet played as Rosalina at all, and I actually don't know any of her gameplay mechanics. I knew she was going to be in the game, but I didn't know anything about her. So, let's go ahead and discover how Rosalina plays together. This is going to be such a huge surprise and so fun. Rolling, ride, run. Let's go. And the first time I see her, she looks really silly in a catsuit. Okay, I have no idea what's different about Rosalina that sets her apart from all the other characters. It doesn't seem like very much so far, aside from the fact that she's really good at jumping off the edge, of course. That's the second time that's happened in this Let's Play. I am so pathetic, but here we go. Okay, Rosalina, you kind of glide when you walk, but whoa, what was that? Oh my gosh, you can do the spin move. That's awesome. Unfortunately, Illuma doesn't come out of her. Wait, does it? It does. It's sort of like a double jump, and oh my god, does she jump high. She's a little bit slow, maybe about Princess Peach's speed, but she jumps really high, and she has a double jump, so that is awesome. And I guess the whole double jump thing is sort of obviated when she has a catsuit, because you have the whole swipe in the claws thing to use instead of this spin move. So, one advantage of her is that she always has an attack as well. Man, Rosalina, you are looking like the best character in the game right about now. Although I like how the first time we saw her was in a catsuit when she was looking absolutely ridiculous. And as a character, she's supposed to be this, like, super strong, super powerful, completely serious wizard, sorceress. I can't think of the word that I'm looking for right now, but yeah, and then the first time we see her, she's in a comical, silly outfit. But anyway, it was kind of cute nonetheless, and you look good in it, Rosalina. You totally rock that thing. But what do we have here? We've got some rolling pins, and it looks like your weight is absolutely the factor that controls them. So let's go ahead and see what things are in these blocks here. I forget how to English sometimes if you haven't figured that out already, but we can go ahead and break these ones as well. Hopefully this thing will stop rolling someday. And there we go, Rosalina in a boomerang bro outfit. Also looks kind of silly. Man, I just always imagine her as this mystical power, but I guess maybe I'm misinterpreting her character, or maybe I haven't played like enough Mario Kart Wii or other games in which she's available. Nonetheless, we have a purple box right here, and that Goomba just smashed my face in. Please tell me I don't need a boomerang to get this. No, I don't. Okay. We just have to be able to work our brains around how these things work and go get that one up. Ah, dang it, didn't quite get it. But it looks like we haven't missed a green star yet in this level, despite it being somewhat long so far. Alright, go ahead and take care of these conch doors with my spin move that I'm oh so proud of. Perhaps too proud of, in fact, because, man, I didn't put any work into this spin move. It's all Rosalina's thing, or maybe, you know, Nintendo's thing. But don't break the immersion, don't break the fourth wall. Instead, you should let me enjoy the fact that this character is really powerful and really fun to play. So there's a green star down there that I'm going to have to get, and presumably one somewhere else, because that looks like it'd be the third one, maybe? I really have no idea. Do we have to kill all these conch doors? Is that going to spawn a green star for us? If it is, I'll go back and do it later, because I don't want to hold up the episode in the case that it's not. But anyway, that green star down there is looking quite ripe for the picking. So let's go ahead and conch this door and see if we can go get it. I have no idea how you're supposed to go get it, though, because it's on the bottom. Oh, is this going to bring it up? Oh my god, that is so cool, except this thing is really small, so you have to be really careful with how you roll the pin, because otherwise you're just going to fall off the edge, or it's going to sit on the bottom the entire time, which is what looked like was what was going to happen for a while there. Blah. Anyway, that was only the second green star of the level, so we are not doing too badly so far, it looks like, although I have no idea where the stamp's going to be, and the stamps are usually the things that give me trouble if you've been watching this Let's Play. But this time, we have the power of the galaxy on our side, so perhaps our endeavors shall not fail. Oh boy, kill that thing before it causes us a problem, because we have a clone cherry out of the blue, 2 Rosalinas for the price of 1 on the first level we play as her, and we get to smack that block, or not smack that block, absolutely fail to smack that block, that works as well. And we can go ahead and jump over here. Is there anything of interest to us right here? It doesn't seem like it, so I have no idea why we went up that way. But you know what? We went up that way. Can we keep both of these guys alive? Apparently not. Apparently, as soon as I asked that question, I was answered in the negative. But, yeah, I assume that's going to be required for one of the later secrets in this level. So, it looks like I've missed something, unfortunately. But, oh well. What is returning to a level after you've already beaten it once? I'm used to it at this point. Anyway, we have these little, they look like teeth if you somehow manage to ignore the cloud texture on top of them like I have this entire time. But yeah, they're really weird little purple cloud things, and they're a little bit annoying because they respawn after a little while, and they are just there to get in your way, man. There's always that one guy who's just out to cause misery for other people rather than just be everybody's friend. Get it? Bee, because there's a bunch of bees. I don't get it. I don't know, I thought it was almost a joke. Anyway, it looks like this is the end of the level, and we're just gonna have to keep very still and very straight to grab that golden flagpole with Miss Rosalina. Oh my god, I'm so glad we finally got her. I've been waiting for this the entire game. Regardless, she looks very majestic, frozen in place like that after we beat that level, but we are going to have to return there to get that green star and the stamp, as usual. Magical powers or not, that does not exempt us from my failures in playing. Anyway, I will be right back. Alright, and looking out from where that Sprixie with the binocular is earlier in the level, you can actually see this switch here where the stamp is located. So there you go, and you have to be Rosalina for this one as well. Go figure. Okay, there we go. After years and years and years and years of effort, I finally managed to get 2 of these guys here. I'm so glad Rosalina has that spin ability, or else I would have had so many more problems than I did, and that would definitely be saying something, because I certainly had a lot of problems doing this. I discovered you can actually spin jump while you're doing a long jump, which is the coolest thing, and it probably makes getting golden flagpoles a heck of a lot easier. But yeah, I died a lot of times there. Lesson learned, I am not very good with clone cherries. I still love them, I'm just not very good at managing 2 things at once, because it's way too much for my pea-brain to handle. Anyway, the stab of this level is a really cute chibi Rosalina casting a spell, and oh my gosh. I am loving World Star so far. I'm loving the special world that we have encountered thus far, and I'm loving this new character as well. So, I hope you will all join me next time as we continue World Star, as we continue the first special world of Let's Play Super Mario 3D World. So, thank you all very, very much for watching, and I will see you guys then.